But this is it. This is the big game. This is the last college football championship with 4 teams. Definitely a monumental one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both these two programs too been through a lot over the last. I mean, over you could go
Two,
as far
three.
back as you want.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, true. Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know when the last time Michigan hoisted the trophy was. Um, but that's a program that's been through. I mean, they're another program that's a lot of talk, and they haven't really lived up to their expectations. And obviously, with the big cheating scandal this year, that puts another spotlight on them.
So, to answer your Michigan, 1997 was the last time
1997.
Michigan won.
No wonder. That was before I was born, so I don't blame
Yeah,
myself for not knowing that.
yeah. They defeated Washington State in the Rose Bowl.
Interesting. Washington State. Now they get to face the Huskies of Washington, who are just having a magical season. Like let's face it, Michigan's more of a scrappy season. They've kind of clawed, I think, their way to where they are, but Washington
They were
in
also
a way
there.
too.
They were also in the semifinal last year.
True,
but they just got
yeah,
whopped.
They did. They did. They brought that core back. That core is back for more.
Yeah, and they got even better. I feel on that defensive side. So
on that defensive side, definitely got a lot better.
Yeah, but
the game.
I mean,
Washington, Michigan.
I mean, I think I know who you want to rock with though in this game.
I think I know who you want to rock with in this game.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a secret.
I think we're opposites here. I feel bad too, but I just don't love Penix. I mean, he can sling that. He can sling that pigskin, sling that thing, and he's got 3 NFL wide receivers. On that squad, that offense is electrifying. But and I know that they did hold Alabama. I will admit, but I feel like a lot of that was disconnectedness with especially the Alabama center. I don't even I saw a replay on Twitter on the very first play of the game or of this season. He had a bad snap. And people were like, I'm surprised Nick Saban continued to play this guy. I'm like, yeah, it's true. It's Alabama way. But I'll give Washington credit, but Michigan's a different dog, man. And they're a scary dog. I'll admit, bro, hey, we got y'all by them. I mean, we kind of made it a game, but I mean it was all Michigan big brother. It's just best defense in the country. I don't like JJ McCarthy, but I love Blake Corum. And he continues to shred through any defense that comes his way. Had probably the best season for a Michigan running back ever. I don't even think that's a hot take saying that. Gonna make some NFL team very, very happy. I don't see a shot for Washington to win, but I'm willing to hear one because there's been plenty of times on the show we've been able to kind of see it through each other's lens. So I'm open ears here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good. I mean, this is a great national championship. I think it is the best 2 teams in college football this year.
No doubt.
I really do. Washington, this is their toughest test. Yeah, that's no secret. This Michigan defense, and it does match up. It does match up very well against Washington's offense. I mean, Washington averaged 3.12 points per possession this year, so they're averaging a field goal per possession. Wolverines, though, they're right behind at 3.06. So the offense may not be, the disparity between the offenses may not be as much as it seems, but the difference is that quarterback. And I think Penix is going to be the one who makes the plays when it matters. And I just think Washington is also more battle tested. That's been my number one thing about them for the last couple of weeks, is they're more battle tested. I mean, they have been in countless situations this year. I'm going to pull up their schedule real quick. Um,
I mean, Oregon twice.
yeah,
Um,
Commanders came in.
Alabama. Oh, not Alabama. Gee, who am I? Texas.
Texas,
Um,
and they've been in close
they,
games.
they play
And
USC.
I don't. They did, yeah. Of course they did. They did, yeah.
They beat
52 to
USC,
42.
and that was with a healthy Caleb.
That was kind of the game where Caleb. That might have been the one where he was crying after.
I think. I think you're right. I
I
think
think
you
it
are right.
was.
I think you are right.
Because I really put Washington like onto the sea and like, oh, geez, these guys are definitely for real. Like they just
Yeah.
outshot USC. And they beat Utah 28-35, Oregon State 22-20, Washington State 24-21, 34-31, 37-31. Like these are a lot of close games that they always come out on top. Now this is like it's a Michigan defense that is the
Hmm.
best one that they've seen. But he's been able to get it done all year.
I, I mean, yeah,
And
Pac-12, man. Like,
you,
it would be such a great story, for the last year. They come out on top, such a great note, and probably one of the most magical seasons for a team too, going undefeated and all that.
yeah, like you
And
can
that conference is super good too. You brought up a good point. The SOS definitely higher because Michigan, what? Ohio State, Penn State,
that,
Iowa.
that's what I'm saying. The defense, I mean, and the offense. Like the Big Ten was not a good conference this year. Like at
Besides
all.
our defense, though, Penn
I
State
guess
was up there nationally, and so was Ohio State, and obviously Michigan. So like, I don't know. Guess Michigan went against like two of the best defenses in the nation, and then a bunch of junior varsity teams.
yeah. That's why like I'd say like the
No,
disparity in the stats isn't like it doesn't like pop off the page, but that Washington team is just I think it's more battle tested. And Michigan, like they've embraced that underdog mentality, I think, which I'm sure they're gonna have coming into this game. What's the line on this? I actually didn't even look.
I don't think. I think Michigan's favored.
I would assume like the books have been disrespecting Washington. I'd think it's four. Yep, it's 4.5.
Yeah, that's what I.
Washington's a 4.5 point underdog. I don't know. It's
Over
gonna
under
be it's
56
gonna be
and a
tough.
half though. I'm I mean,
See, that's interesting right there
that's
because
high.
yeah, and if it's a high scoring game, I would think Washington wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think Michigan could win like a 20 to like 14 or something like that. Um,
Or like a 28, I don't know, like 27, 26,
yeah,
something. They try to go for two or whatever.
something like. But that's very interesting. That is very interesting right
Cuz
there.
yeah,
I
I
don't know how
mean,
I feel about that.
if Vegas is expecting a high scoring game, I'm obviously going to roll with Penix. I was going to roll with the quarterback
I
who
think
can
so too.
make those
Because
big throws, big plays. Like I love Blake Corum, but like
yeah, dude, you
I
got to
don't
run
know
the
if you can break free for like 20-yard runs every time. Like you've got
dude.
to be
Yeah,
able to pass the ball.
you got to be multi-dimensional in these games, and I trust Penix in Washington's offense to be more multi-dimensional than Michigan. I mean, they struggled last week against
I,
Alabama, and I mean they missed a couple field goals, extra point. Like they were sloppy. They were sloppy.
I just seen how Michigan tore through Alabama's O line, that front seven, and like Milrow has way more movement than Penix because Penix
He
has
does.
robotic knees at this
Yeah,
point,
he does.
and I don't know, I'm just worried about him for that. Like I see a lot of like I don't know throwing away balls. I don't know. There's definitely gonna be sacks. I don't know. I saw what they did to Alabama. And I'm like, if they're doing it to those boys, like Washington, they got some. They're right. They're in like the northwest, so they got some boys. But I don't know. Just that
Definitely.
defense. That like I love
Yeah.
Penix. It's just that defense is just.
Yeah,
And
dude.
plus, when you got a great running back, you can control the time possession, run the ball, chew the clock down. That's just how
Yeah.
I feel. But when you look at the line like that, that's an interesting look
It
because I
does.
would
I don't.
expect Michigan to win like 24, like you said, 14 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the line. The line makes me feel. The line throws a fork into my feelings about the game. Honestly.
Yeah.
because I mean, shit, Vegas usually sometimes they're off, but like they usually are on. They
They're
usually,
usually on, dude. Like scary on, but like I guess that's the point.
yeah, literally.
That's the point.
I mean, the games. It seems like a lazy take, but it's like Washington is the better offensive team, and Michigan is the better defensive team. It's gonna be like who can hold up more on the other respective end. I think is
Yeah.
Going to Washington's defense versus Michigan's offense.
Where's
Like,
the? Oh,
if
sorry.
Michigan puts up, I mean, what was it? They put up 20 against Alabama. I don't think 20 is going to be able to get it done.
No.
I think Washington puts up at least 3 touchdowns, maybe 24. Like, if you're asking my prediction on this game, like it would probably be 24-20 Washington.
24-20. You think like defense is gonna be that good?
I don't think Michigan's offense is that good.
Mm.
I don't know if they're going to be able to finish possessions. 56.5. So they're saying 56. So it's saying 22. So they're saying it's like a 20. I guess that would be. So no, 30. So they're saying it's going to be like a 32 like 20.
Yeah, they're thinking it's gonna be
32-23 or
in the
something like
30s.
that. That's weird.
Like a 33, 30. I don't know. That's like that's over. That's 66. Yeah, they're thinking right around there.
Hmm.
I mean, 56.5. That's 28. So they're expecting 8 touchdowns. Really? You want to think about it that way?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
No.
it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be. This is a good
Yeah,
national
it
championship
should
game
be
to
a
go out on.
fantastic football game. Thank the Lord, 7:30 too. Like,
Yes.
I hate I hated last weekend. Like, why that second game was so late when there was nothing on. I know we already talked about that, but that was just so annoying. But 7:30, it's a great time. So appreciate that, college football committee, whoever decided that, some TV
Shout
deal.
out.
But yeah, shout out that. But nah, dude, gonna be a great game. We got all that Sunday NFL football going right into Monday. It's perfect. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah,
I'm
I give me
excited.
Michigan. I mean, that's I heard the case.
Traitor.
I'm still sticking. I can't be. I'm being objective.
Nah,
This is objective Toby here.
I'm fine.
Biased Toby, like me rooting. Like I say, most of the things I would say I said is take that for a betting stance, maybe. But like my personal, like during the game, obviously I'm gonna be rooting for Washington. But like, I'm not gonna sit around and make my
Nah, no.
too much fan in that.
I'm messing with you. Penix.
Oh,
I've
I
been riding
know.
with Penix all
I
year.
know. I just gotta. I'm defending myself for the people who won't forgive me when they listen to this. So I gotta be like,
Yeah.
guys, come on.
Look out for yourself. I got
We'll
you.
beat them next. We'll actually we don't play them next year. We'll beat them
I
in
know.
2025. Yeah, 2025.